Hey guys, before you start watching this video, keep in mind that I recorded this video last Friday and was unable to put it on YouTube due to conflicts with my schedule with finals and studying and all that stuff. So whatever updates to the roster have been made, I'm unaware of until this recording. But I will be addressing those updates, if there are any updates, in the next video. Now, on with the show. Oh yeah, I forgot PSX is on. Wait. What they about to show? Yes, Jesus, yes! Yes, Jesus, yes! Yes, Jesus, yes! What's up everyone, Reckless Fox here, and before we get started with the video, I just want to again apologize to you guys. I know Reckless Discussions, I promised that it was coming. It's still coming, guys. It's just it's been rough. I have finals coming up, and I just finished my final as of this past Thursday, and I have a few more this coming week. So I've been really just I don't even want to discuss it. I don't even want to talk about it. All y'all need to know is this: I'm fine. As you know, the season finale of Just Go For It Resident Evil 5 was recently posted, and I love some of you guys' reactions to it was actually very funny and very encouraging. So I thank you guys for watching the video, as well as my review on Doctor Strange and my Young Justice discussion video from last month. All y'all need to know is Reckless Discussions episode 2 is coming. It's gonna be delayed again. I promise you, after next week I will be able to finally work on it, and I'll be able to finally post it. I guarantee you guys, you're going to like it. Trust me. Okay? So just hang in there, and there'll be an award, and that is the next episode. So again, thank you guys for your patience. It's coming. Alright? Now, on to the video. So, in case y'all don't know, or in case y'all were living under a rock, at PSX last weekend, Capcom had announced Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Oh, wait, not Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Okay? And, well, the internet almost shut down again. So, and, it's coming back. And the only information we know so far is this: the game will be 2v2. They're not going back to the 3v3. They're going back to its roots and being a 2v2 game. Infinity Gems from Marvel superheroes are also making a return, and Capcom did not forget about Mega Man, because Mega Man is making his triumphant return. Not just Mega Man, my nigga Mega Man X, the superior Mega Man. Okay, let's not get it twisted. Okay, speaking of Mega Man though, confirmed characters that we have thus far are Ryu and Mega Man X from the Capcom side, and Iron Man and Captain Marvel on the Marvel side. And recently, a few days ago, both Captain America and Morgan have been announced, because why not? You can't have Captain America and Morgan not be in the game. That's like eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if you don't have the jelly in it. I'm just saying. So with that being said, the series has had a mass variety of characters and a massive roster. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 being the first game to have a massive roster. Okay, now some of y'all may like it and some of y'all didn't. Okay, but that's not the point. The point is, they have a world and they have yet to give us some actually very cool characters. So, with that being said, we've had characters who are straight up awesome, such as Cable, Deadpool from Marvel, and Hayato and Jin from Capcom and Dante. And then you had these scare ones like Shimogorath, Arthur, Ruby Heart, who was an original character. The list can go on, people. So with that being said, here's some characters from both Marvel and the Capcom universe that I think need their time to shine. So here are my top 10 wishlist Marvel vs. Capcom characters. We're gonna first start off with Marvel Comics, but before I do, let's set down some ground rules. Number 1, no characters from the MCU movie universe. By that I mean characters from the MCU movies won't make it on the list because there's a high possibility that they will show up in the game. Why? Because why not? So the Winter Soldier, Quicksilver, Falcon, Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, Loki, Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket, and all the other characters, they won't be on the list. However, this does excuse the television characters from, you know, Netflix and ABC and stuff, which we'll get to that in a minute. Number 2, no characters from the previous games, so no War Machine, no Venom, none of that. And number 3, no X-Men characters, except a couple of loopholes, because Fox hates happiness with their crappy licenses and everything like that. So let's get started. So, number 10, Old Man Logan. Yes, I know, Wolverine's an X-Men character, but it's Old Man Logan though. That's the one question comic book fans have been asking since the recent Secret Wars pass with Marvel's universes becoming one. With that being said, Old Man Logan was written in 2008 and depicts a universe in which the villains rallied together and conducted an all-out assault on all the superheroes and have Wolverine kill all the members of the X-Men by making them illusions of his worst enemies, thus him aging, staying low in the Hulk lands, which is inhabited by the Hulk's inbred children, and having a family. He's then brought back to the game with the help of a blind Hawkeye. It's a job taking him to Hammer Falls. I highly recommend the comic book for you readers who have never heard of it or anything like that. Later on, he replaces the now dead Wolverine in the mainstream Marvel universe, and is now mentoring X-23, who is now taking the mantle of Wolverine. Overall, I'm getting my characters mixed up. Overall, Old Man Logan would be a great substitute for Wolverine, considering that he is owned by Fox, and it's Marvel's loophole to the whole licensing fiasco that is still going on. That and the fact that Old Man Logan is my favorite rendition of Wolverine, personally. Number 9, Luke Cage. Power Man himself has been on a roll as of late, thanks to the new Netflix original show titled Luke Cage, which came out a few months ago, being the first show to, shut down servers on Netflix. And Luke Cage would be perfect, and considering that Iron Fist was in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, why not get another member of the Defenders? Plus, considering the fact that his entire body is bulletproof and almost indestructible, I mean, he would be a pretty good heavy/armored character. Speaking of Luke Cage, number 8, Misty Knight. I already said in my Luke Cage review that Misty Knight was one of my favorite characters and probably one of the best characters in the show. And excluding the fact that she is drop dead gorgeous. Oh, I'm sorry, Rosario Dawson. I still love you though. But for this game, why don't we grab the one from the comic version with a vibranium bionic arm? Her Misty Knight is way more badass with a bionic arm. If you don't believe me, she can actually beat Wolverine with it. This is her arm, obliterating an adamantium sword. That is all. Number 7, Daredevil. The man without fear has had his ups and his downs, but with him finally getting his own show, which jump-started the whole Marvel Netflix shows, it seems that we can finally forget the fact that Ben Affleck played him in the 2003 version. But I digress. Bottom line, what makes him and Luke great choices is that they are actually street fighters, okay? So they can actually hold their own against Ryu and Chun-Li and stuff like that. So, Capcom, Marvel, come on, give me some of my defenders, okay? We've had Iron Fist. Now, let me have my Luke Cage, my Daredevil. Alright, that's all I'm asking for. Number 6, Agent Venom. Yes, that's his name. That is his name. Peter Parker's bully, who didn't turn to be his best friend, Flash Thompson, and tragically lost his legs during the Iraq War in a rescue mission saving the Superior. However, under the military surveillance, had him bond with the symbiote, the same symbiote that belonged to Eddie Brock, the original Venom, to carry out missions for the military that were extremely dangerous. And later on, throughout his career, he became a member of the Avengers. He was rocking and rolling with Rocket and the crew from Guardians of the Galaxy, and is a member of the Thunderbolts with Punisher, Red Hulk, and etc., etc. Unless you are an avid comic reader, you probably were not aware that this version of Venom doesn't exist. Which sucks, because personally, he's my favorite rendition of Venom. So I can see him playing both the style of Venom and Chris Redfield from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Plus, he just looks awesome. It's a long shot, but Agent Venom could make it into the game. Hopefully. Number 5, Carnage. Okay. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't understand why Carnage was never in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's a travesty that Carnage has not been in a Marvel game yet. Especially Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Especially Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I know why. Originally, Venom was going to be Marvel vs. Capcom 3's DLC, but because of texture problems and his sprites, they weren't well received by testers, so Capcom scrapped the idea. And I think it's messed up that the Crimson Symbiote serial killer hasn't been given a chance to be in the series. I mean, he at one point almost beats both Venom and Spider-Man during the Maximum Carnage story arc, and damn near beat the Avengers in the What If scenario storyline, in which he defeats the Silver Surfer and absorbs his powers. So, I mean, hell, I think Carnage would have been a great boss fight. He would be a great boss fight for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, but my number 1 probably got one ace up his sleeve. So with that being said, bottom line, Carnage, if no one else on this list makes the roster, Carnage should make the roster. Number 4, Black Bolt, ruler of the Inhumans. Black Bolt is one of the most powerful heroes in the Marvel Universe, so much so that his powers hinder his ability to speak, because if he does, well, this happens. And one of his most defining moments in the comic books, him and Thanos went at it, and Black Bolt screamed so loud and his scream was so powerful, it obliterated his entire city. It obliterated almost the entire planet that he was ruling. Thankfully, all the inhabitants were gone, but still, we have our level 3 maximum for Black Bolt. Just saying. Number 3, Daisy Johnson, aka Quake. One of the few level 10 S.H.I.E.L.D. members, Daisy Johnson has been on a trailblaze as of late. Most notably, she's the main character for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And for those of you who dropped out of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. before season 1 was over, go ahead and watch the next 2 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're currently on Netflix, and season 4 so far is currently underway. They just did the mid-season finale last week. I won't spoil that, but yeah, go watch it, find out more about Daisy Johnson. And Chloe Bennett, if you watching this, you already know, girl. You already know. Just saying. Anyways, Daisy Johnson from Marvel, baby. Okay. Number 2, Red Hulk. Okay, yes, I know Red Hulk was in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. The only problem, he was a skin. He was not an actual character. Okay? let me explain to you who Red Hulk is very quickly. Red Hulk is Thunderbolt Ross. Was Betty Ross's daddy. He does an experiment, becomes the Hulk, and fights the Hulk in the later issues, I think around 2011, 2012. And the whole crux of it was that there was two Hulks, one red, one green. This is after World War Hulk and Banner's locked up. And Red Hulk kills Abomination. He tries to kill A-Bomb. Hulk finds out about this, gets super pissed. The only difference between Hulk and Red Hulk is the fact that Red Hulk's ability, special ability, is to cipher energy. Flew Thor into space. Then took Thor's hammer. Then whacked Thor in the face with his hammer. Later on, he fights Hulk, actual Hulk, and breaks his arm. He breaks his arm, people. He did do that. Red Hulk would be a very interesting character. He would play a lot more like Charlie and Rose from Street Fighter, in which he can deflect or he can absorb energy. And the way I would do it, if I were in Capcom's shoes, was, let's say Ryu's throwing a Hadouken. He can deflect or absorb the energy from his blast and create, either it maximizes his energy bar, or it makes a brand new bar above it. And when he hits his level 3 maximum, the more energy he is ciphering, the more powerful and more damage he will do to his opponents. And now, number 1, Ultron. Okay, before I go any further, I know I probably just broke one of the rules, but there's a loophole to that. So, yes, Ultron was the main bad guy in the Avengers 2. Yes, I get that. However, this is how I would change it up. Ultron is the final boss, because right now we don't know who the final boss to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is going to be. Okay, the way I would do it is very, very simple. When you get to Ultron, you have to survive the next 60 to 90 seconds fighting nothing but Ultron bots, and they're coming all around. So you're gonna be fighting a team. They're gonna keep spawning, and it's an endurance round. So either you get through all of them, or you have to survive the 90 seconds. Then you fight Ultron in his regular form. Then it goes into Golden Ultron, which is the original concept for Age of Ultron, and he's a lot harder. He's gonna be M. Bison hard from Street Fighter Alpha 3. Final stage in which you fight Madame Ultron, who is or Mother Ultron, who is pretty much the worst of the worst. You turn her into an SNK boss, and bam, you have Ultron. So there you have it, guys. These are my top 10s. I know that some of the ones you really wanted did not come up. So in part 2 of my wish list of characters, I will be mentioning the honorable characters that did not make this list on both Marvel and Capcom's side. So let me know what you guys think. Who are you most excited about? Because as much as I don't want to trust Capcom at this point because of what happened with Street Fighter 5 and the fiasco that had, I honestly do believe that Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite could be a stepping stone, like a turning point for Capcom, because of the fact that, well, Capcom's taking a lot of L's as of late, and hopefully this is the one W that they can get in 2017, and we're gonna need it for 2017, but that's for a different time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit it with a thumbs up. If you guys thought I was, maybe a little too biased about some of my characters, hit it with a thumbs down. Well, they're my opinions, but whatever, that's not the point. If you didn't like the video in general, hit it with a thumbs down. And as always, guys, if you are new and if you enjoy my videos, make sure you hit the like button. Also, subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter, where I can have you guys up to date on whenever I'm making my new videos or whenever I'm streaming. And also follow me on twitch.tv/RecklessFox. So, and until then, guys, this is Reckless Fox. Peace out, and Marvel, baby. Oh, yeah.